What if someone faked being a victim of dictatorship just to claim money and sympathy? In Argentina, a man did exactly that and exposed shocking flaws in how justice and memory are preserved. Between 1976 and 1983, Argentina suffered under a brutal military dictatorship that left an estimated 30,000 people disappeared. In the years following the return to democracy, the government established reparations programs to provide some measure of justice and support for the children and families of those who were lost. These programs, while well-intentioned, inadvertently created a system vulnerable to fraud and exploitation. One man saw an opportunity in this system and decided to take advantage of it in the most callous way imaginable. He meticulously crafted a false identity, forging documents to present himself as a child of the disappeared. This wasn't just a simple case of identity theft, it was a calculated assault on the very foundations of historical memory and justice in Argentina. For years, this fraudster managed to deceive not only government officials but also human rights organizations and even the families of real victims. He wove an intricate web of lies, playing on the sympathies of those who genuinely wanted to help the victims of state terror. As he collected reparations payments and basked in unearned sympathy, he was simultaneously undermining the credibility of legitimate claims and the integrity of the entire reparations system. But the deception didn't stop with just one man. As investigations deepened, a disturbing truth came to light: this wasn't an isolated incident. Authorities uncovered evidence suggesting that over 100 fraudulent claims may have been filed, painting a picture of widespread abuse of a system meant to provide healing and closure. The exposure of this fraud came thanks to the tireless efforts of a dedicated lawyer who refused to look the other way. This whistleblower, driven by a sense of justice and respect for the true victims of the dictatorship, began to unravel the complex tapestry of lies. However, instead of being hailed as a hero for uncovering the truth, she found herself facing a barrage of harassment and threats. Those who benefited from the fraudulent system, along with others who feared the implications of its exposure, attempted to silence her. She received threatening phone calls, faced professional retaliation, and was subjected to a campaign of intimidation. This treatment of a truth teller highlights a disturbing reality. In many cases, those who expose corruption face more severe consequences than the fraudsters themselves. The implications of this fraud extend far beyond the millions of pesos wrongfully claimed. At its core, this deception strikes at the heart of Argentina's collective memory of the dictatorship era. For the families of the real disappeared, learning of this fraud was like reliving their trauma all over again. Many felt betrayed, questioning the authenticity of others who claimed to share their experiences and pain. Moreover, this case exposes how even the most sacred causes can be infiltrated by corruption. The reparations program was born out of a genuine desire to acknowledge past wrongs and provide some measure of justice to those who suffered. Yet, it became a target for those who saw an opportunity for personal gain, regardless of the moral cost. This fraud serves as a stark reminder that the damage caused by such deceptions goes beyond financial loss. It erodes trust in institutions, in the justice system, and even in the shared narrative of a nation's history. When someone can so easily fabricate a connection to one of the darkest chapters in a country has passed, it casts a shadow of doubt over all claims, making it harder for genuine victims to be heard and believed. The case in Argentina is not just a local issue, it serves as a warning to democracies worldwide. It demonstrates how, without rigorous checks and balances, even the most well-intentioned programs can be hijacked by those with nefarious motives. This exploitation doesn't just harm the immediate victims, it undermines the very foundations of trust upon which democratic societies are built. As we reflect on this case, it's crucial to consider the broader implications. Fraud within political systems isn't merely about financial gain, it's about the erosion of trust in history, democracy, and justice itself. When individuals can manipulate systems designed to right historical wrongs, it creates a ripple effect that touches every aspect of society. The ease with which this fraud was perpetrated raises important questions about how we preserve and protect historical memory. In an age where information can be easily manipulated and spread, how do we ensure that the truth about past atrocities is maintained? How do we honor the memories of victims while also safeguarding against those who would exploit their suffering? This case also highlights the need for robust verification processes and reparations programs and similar initiatives. While it's important to make these programs accessible to genuine victims, there must also be stringent measures in place to prevent exploitation. This balance is delicate, as overly bureaucratic processes could deter legitimate claimants, while lax oversight clearly invites abuse. Furthermore, the treatment of the whistleblower in this case underscores the need for stronger protections for those who expose corruption. When those who uncover fraud face greater penalties than the fraudsters themselves, it creates a chilling effect on transparency and accountability. Societies must create environments where exposing wrongdoing is encouraged and protected, not punished. The Argentine case also serves as a reminder of the ongoing impact of historical traumas on modern societies. Decades after the end of the dictatorship, the wounds are still raw for many. This fraud not only exploited these wounds but potentially deepened them, making the process of national healing and reconciliation even more challenging. As we move forward, it is essential to consider how we can better safeguard the memory of historical atrocities while also ensuring justice for their victims. This may involve leveraging technology for more secure record-keeping, implementing cross-referencing systems to verify claims, and creating independent oversight bodies to monitor reparations programs. Moreover, this case highlights the need for ongoing education about historical events like the Argentine dictatorship. When society maintains a strong, factual understanding of its past, it becomes more difficult for fraudsters to manipulate that history for personal gain. This education must be comprehensive, nuanced, and accessible to all members of society. In conclusion, the case of the fake victim who fooled Argentina serves as a powerful reminder of the complex interplay between justice, memory, and truth in modern democracies. It exposes vulnerabilities in systems designed to right historical wrongs and challenges us to think critically about how we preserve and honor the past while safeguarding against exploitation. What do you think? Should fraud like this be punished more severely when it exploits history? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into global political fraud.